today I am going to give the most unbiased, unwavered review of the first episode of Spice and Wolf and the Spice and Wolf that just recently started airing, because I'm going to react to both of them and tell y'all which one is better, because clearly the OG fans and the new fans have no right to say. I'm joking. But I basically just wanted to like start my adventure into the Spice and Wolf anime, be it the old and the new at the same time, I guess. But I decided to just react to them. The first episode, by the way, this is just like the first episode of it, so I'm not doing the entire series because obviously the new one isn't even done, so I couldn't do that in the first place. So yeah, I'm excited to check out these two anime and tell y'all my thoughts on them. For, well, obvious reasons, I won't be showing my full reaction here on YouTube, but you are able to go check it out on Patreon for $1 a month if you would like to go check out my reaction of the first episodes of these two anime called Spice and Wolf. But either way, they were pretty good is all I'm really going to say. I don't want, to spoil my thoughts on them before we get into the actual review. But either way, Patreon's in the description if you want to go check that out for yourself, because I got a bunch of anime over there as well. You can check out a bunch of all my other stuff as well. But anyway, let's get to the review and how I feel about these two episodes back to back that I watched. Now, to collect my thoughts after watching these two versions of the same anime. Basically, I personally believe and think at the same time, I guess, but think that the old one kind of looks better. Like it's like kind of uniquer, I guess, if you want to say that. Like I think the characters and the overall like designs of things look different, because I think in the new one the characters kind of look like damn near everything else, like a bunch of like the other anime that you could watch. They kind of look like exactly like another anime you could watch. It's not like, oh wow, that's Spice and Wolf. Like if you just get like a random clip, you don't know shit from like the new Spice and Wolf, you can't tell it's Spice and Wolf, to be honest. It kind of just like bland with a bit of flair. That's how I describe the new one. No wonder I think the new one looks like bland and mediocre is because it's done by Passion. I didn't check this beforehand. They've done like 4 decent anime, and all the other ones are kind of just dookie fart. Who'd watch them? So that would be a downside for the new one, unfortunately, for those who want that unique type of anime that everyone's been talking about with Spice and Wolf. However, the old one, for some people out there, I will let y'all know, it is a lot slower. It just goes like with the flow. It doesn't really it's not like the same pacing as you would expect. Y'all will notice it, especially compared to the new one. The new one is just like boom, 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 hitting basically all the beats that it needs to hit. Like it's more streamlined, I guess you can call it that. Yeah, which I think is kind of like an upside, because for a lot of people, they crash out and burn on like slower anime. Because I was talking about this on my bartender video, which I definitely recommend y'all go check out. Basically, most people will crash and burn on some of those like older anime with the slower pacing. I'd recommend the new one, but obviously it's not fully done yet, so you gotta wait. So yeah, the new one's a lot more streamlined. That's definitely a plus for the new one. One like big noticeable difference between the last one, this is also like my second to last point, is that the character Lawrence was going to see at this village was completely different in both of the anime. In the old one, he went to go meet a apprentice called Chloe that is basically like a price negotiator, and in like the new one, it's a dude named like Yare. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I might be wrong, because I don't think overall this is going to affect the story. It's just that like there was like a couple of things that like Chloe was like developing with Lawrence, as in like a whole like a risky plan or deal or whatever for them to make a bunch of money. But yeah, like I said, I don't think that whole point would overall affect the story, because it's like in the new one they kind of just like drop that. They kind of just dropped that whole part, which I'm guessing it didn't really have that much of effect on the story in the old one. I mean, either way, I think personally that the new one would be 100% easier for people to sit through, since it goes by way fast. That's not always a good thing, but I feel like in the older one there was definitely a lot of scenes that don't really need to be there. You know, there was like kind of like fluff scenes, not fuck scenes, fluff scenes to fluff the episode like time. Relax. I personally believe that the old one is slightly better. Like it's definitely a little bit more superior. The new one is a lot more streamlined. You can like get through it really fast. And obviously with the prior knowledge of the first one, you can just zoom right past this anime if you want to. But anyways, later.